Senator Zubiri, your turn.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I'm very, very happy that Secretary Tugade has taken over the helm with all of his out-of-the-box solutions. Kung na-review nyo po, Secretary, yung aking Facebook page in the last 3 years, ang awa na lang po mga kapatid sa DOTC, siguro ilang murang natanggap siguro ninyo dun sa mga Facebook shoutouts ko. Dahil napaka-grabing traffic, napaka-kawawang mga mananakay dun sa MRT at LRT. And as a matter of fact, I just heard that the former president, President Pinoy, from a friend, actually complained to my friend and said, ganito pala, 1 hour and a half traffic kung saan ako pupunta. Buti nga siya, 1.5 hours eh. Wala na po kasi siyang helicopter. At least nararamdaman niya ang dinadaan ng pangkaraniwang tao sa araw-araw nating karsada dyan sa EDSA at sa Metro Manila. Buti na wala na dito si Bam, yung kanyang pinsan yun. But alam niyo po mga kapatid at kaibigan sa DOTR, kami dito ay handa tumulong sa inyo. At we already confirmed this yesterday, Secretary. You have our utmost support because really, I think we are losing almost, magkano pa, 3 billion a day in losses, economic losses.
Yes, sir.
Tama po yun, Secretary.
Yes, in
almost
addition
3 billion
to the health expense of 400 million on a per annum basis, dollars. Eksakto yan,
Secretary. At buti na binanggit na po kanina ni Senator Bam Aquino yung pinag-usapan natin kagabi, yung elevated pedestrian lanes. Ang pinakita ko po sa yung litrato yung sa Shanghai, sa China, na halos lahat na ng mga areas doon ay dinigyan na ng elevated lanes. I was going to make a presentation but lack of material time, hindi ko na pinagawa. Alam na alam po ni Undersecretary Noel Quintanar po ito because I believe you're with Ayala before. And Ayala had done this in Makati, in the areas of Makati. As a matter of fact, when our office was in Ayala Avenue, hindi na po kami magdadala ng sasakyan papunta ng Greenbelt at maglalakad na lang po kami sa overhead pedestrian lanes and underpasses. Which is what also the point of Senator Bam was making, that kung magawa po natin ito mabilis, within a year's time, we can actually make the section of Makati going to Guadalupe, maybe another phase going to Ortigas. Believe me, kung meron pong overhead pedestrian lanes na covered, maganda, malinis, ay kami po lahat lalakad na lang po at maganda po yun. You can even extend the bike lane. Maybe one color-coded going to the south, another one going to the north, para walang banggaan dun sa bike lane. And we can use that. It's good for the health of our people. It's good exercise. That's what's being done in China, in Hong Kong, many other places, even in, as I said, in Makati. So with that, you have our support, Mr. Secretary, on that program. Ipapakilala po namin sa inyo yung mga PPP proponents na wala pong gastos sa gobyerno. Dito naman po sa mga panukala natin, Secretary, we discussed it yesterday, yung pangarap po namin ni Senator Pacquiao, ni Senate President Pimentel, yung ating Mindanao Railway System, how many years we've been planning for this, and when the President won, we got teary-eyed because finally, we have a proponent that can make it happen for us. Alam niyo po, alam naman po ninyong lahat that this is the cheapest form of transportation anywhere in the world, is the railway system. People from General Santos na nagbebenta po ng isda sa Cagayan de Oro, hindi na po nila kailangan mag-rent ng truck pabalik dahil napakamahal. They have to rent the truck back and forth. Kung walang sakay, pauwi ng Jensan, lugi po sila. Kung may tren naman po, pwede nila isakay sa bagon ng mga produkto nila, ibenta dito sa mga lugar na ito. I filed a bill, Secretary, to support this, to support your department. And I know you mentioned last night it would even be quicker for an executive order, but we are committed together with the chairperson, if she will support this, for the Mindanao Railways Authority. Yung hinihingi nyo po, Mindanao Railways Authority. Hindi na po yung corporation, because the corporation, I believe, will create another bureaucracy, another layer of bureaucracy through coming up with another GOCC. So ito po ay authority lamang na pag-iisip po nila 100% is on the creating, the building, the right-of-way, the PPP proponents. That is what they're going to think of 24/7. So I hope you can support this, and that the department secretary will give your people copies of this, and together with it's going to be under the Public Services Committee. That way we can really push through with our dream. Is there a plan, Mr. Secretary, I know Senator JV asked this earlier, but kailan kaya yung ating unang groundbreaking, Mr. Secretary?
Ang masasabi ho natin, yung Phase 1, dun sa Mindanao Express, Mindanao Rail, inaasahan ho na matatapos dito sa term ni Presidente. Kung kailan ho magga-groundbreaking, uumpisahan yung proyekto, kondisyon ho yan sa mga proseso na dapat gawin. Pero for whatever it is, it may be worth and it is worth a lot. Minention ho ni Presidente doon sa kanyang SONA na yung Mindanao Rail is a priority.
Kung okay sa inyo at sa ating mga kasamahan, baka pwede po natin maisama sa special powers ang sakop itong Mindanao Rail. Because I know you will have a yeoman's job in providing right-of-way access sa mga lugar na yun dahil wala pa tayong existing setup doon sa Mindanao. Ako, I'm willing, and I'm sure Senator Pacquiao is willing, Senate President Pimentel is willing na ang special powers na ibigay sa inyo, hindi lamang para sa Metro Manila dahil hindi naman po lahat ay nasa Metro Manila. Meron din po tayong gusto mga projects at proyekto na gustong iparating sa iba't ibang parte ng ating bansa. Okay. Are you willing, Secretary?
Sabihin ko lang ho, baka masyadong dumami na yung ulam sa plato natin. Pero sasabihin ko lang ho, Sen, if I may, last Friday, nag-meeting ho yung Infracom ng kaakibat ng NEDA. Inoki na ho yan. Kaya ang gagawin ho, pag okay nila, lalagay na ho yung mga detalye. Pag nakuha yung detalye, gagawa ng mga terms of preference, ibibidding, ipiPPP. Na-approve na ho yan last Friday. Last Friday. Prinisinta ho namin yan nung sa meeting sa Infracom last Friday.
Thank you, Sec. Good news po sa aming mga taga Mindanao po yan, Sec. And also, to add, yung meron din po akong panukala in the modernizing of the PNR. Kasi katulad ng nag-usap din tayo one time, sabi po ninyo gusto mo na itapon yung mga bagon dyan. Totoo po yun. Yung talagang pang-museum na po yung mga bagon na yun. Vietnam nga meron na silang iba't ibang mga modern technologies to transport their goods and people across their country. So, I have a modernization plan, a rehabilitation modernization plan for the PNR, but maybe some suggestions lang, Sec, and I mentioned this yesterday. If we can come up with a railway system going south to Calamba, and then have for example, Bikutan, Zapote, Santa Rosa, all these areas, a park and go. Very popular sa California yun. They have parking lots. They park and go, they ride their California train, yung Caltrain, papasok ng San Francisco. Hindi mo na, BART yun, BART. Hindi mo na po kailangan magdala ng sasakyan. I think that will help decongest and give more solutions to Chairman Carlos. And I know it's going to be expensive, Your Honors, for the creation probably of a high-speed train system din sa existing railway. Pero you gave me a wonderful idea last night. Yung bus rapid transport system na sinabi mo, Sec, kung ano kaya tanggalin mo na lang yung existing railway dun sa PNR na yan. Gawin nyo na lang aspalto yan. At ilagay yung bus rapid transport system mo. Kayang-kaya mong gawin yan ng 2 taon, Secretary, I'm sure.
Nakatingin si Madam Chair sa akin, Ma'am. Isang ideya ho na talagang naglalaro sa isipan ko ngayon. Kanina ho, nakita nyo yung problema sa LRT-2. Yung LRT-2 ho, hindi saklaw ng mga kontrata sa pribado. 100% government yan. Kung mananatili yung tren yan, kailangan kami replacement program, maintenance. Sabi ko, baka kailangan alisin ko na lahat yung release dun. Gagawin ko na lang BRT, Dedicated Bus Transport System. Hindi ho bago ito. Kokopyahin ko yung sa Hong Kong. Yung LRT doon, inalis na ho nila. Pati yung headway ho, baka mas maganda pa kaysa sa LRT. Pati ho yung movement of passengers per hour per destination, baka tatablahan yung LRT. Pero pinag-aaralan ho yan. Meron hong merits doon sa BRT. Ang maganda ho sa BRT, kung uumpisahan mo dyan, pag tinayo mo, ma'am, wala kang groundwork sa ibaba na makakadagdag sa traffic. So, pinag-iisipan ho talaga yon. Ngayon, sinasabi ni Senator MIGZ na baka yung PNR alignment, baka at certain points, baka pwedeng gamitin yun. Baka hindi na lang lahat. Hindi ko alam. Sisilipin ho natin yung BRT program.
Mabilis yun, pwede tayong bumilis dun, Secretary, dahil gagawa lang tayo ng overpass. I noticed sa PNR, the cause of traffic and delay is every time dadaan po ng Pasong Tamo, yung, di ba, dadaan po ng kalsada dyan, di ba, Sec Noel, Sec Noel. Yeah, they have to stop. It's probably one of the only train systems I know na talagang tuto ng busina, yung kotse, humahabol pa, kalukuhan talaga. Sabi ko, kung nag-overpass, kung may BRT po dyan, mabilis lang gawin ng tulayan na overpass. Pwede nang akyat ng BRT yan pababa. Yung may mga, you've seen them in Europe, Secretary, they carry hundreds of people or even 200 people. And it's safer. I think it would be much safer and easier to maintain. Out of the box thinking. And Madam Chair, I would like to say that that idea came from the Secretary. And I give him credit for that. And lastly, sabi ni Senator Gordon, higop daw ako. Pero sa totoo lang, kasama pala sa Mindanao Rail si Senator Gordon.
Ano nga hihigupin niya sa akin?
Senator Gordon, galing kasi ako ng House of Representatives. Marunong kami magsip-sip. But you know, Madam Chair, so I won't any more touch about the North Rail and South Rail. You have our support on that, Secretary. We really need that because if you want to interconnect the good gentleman from Zambales, Subic and Clark, make it an investment hub. It is an investment hub, but even larger than it is now, to transfer airports there. And you know this, Sec, we need to do some fast trains going to that area. But lastly, and I might need the support of the DOTR in this, is I'm going, as chairman of the Committee on Trade and Industry, dati din po kasi akong agribusinessman. So, in Mindanao, pag nag-harvest po kayo ng mais o produktong prutas at gusto nyo pong dalhin sa Metro Manila, talagang purgatorio po ang dadaanan mo. Kung hindi po kayong malaking kumpanya, you don't have the advantage of reserving your bagons, your 40-foot containers, you don't have access to all these big shipping lines. Your produce will rot on. It's happened to me. Ube, corn, I brought it to Manila as a producer of this. And I don't know if they deliberately do it, but the traders have control of all the transport system. So, ang nangyayari, pag hindi po galing sa kanilang kanilang allotment, at sa puwera ka, at hihintay ka ng 2, 3, 4 na araw, you are forced, and this has happened to me twice. I have been forced to sell my corn to the trader in Cagayan de Oro because I have no choice. Instead of selling it to a cooperative in Batangas, who I have already contracted, kasi hindi namin madadala. Kawawang-kawawa po. I know we have made amendments to the cabotage law, but the amendments only allows international carriers to go direct to Davao now, direct to Cagayan de Oro, Cebu, and North Harbor. Before kasi North Harbor lang, and all the local shipping lines will fly the inter-island routes. I will try to amend that. I know it will be also very difficult because ilang pamilya po ang maglalabi nito na may-ari nito mga malalaking shipping lines. But I hope that you can support me in opening up our shipping lines already to all types of players, all international and local players, so that we can have now a equal level playing field. Kung nasa Mindanao po kayo, nasa Subic po kayo, gusto niyo magbiyahe ng goods niyo papunta ng Mindanao, ng Cebu, ay mabilis na po at marami pipilian. Like the airlines industry, when we now took away the monopoly from Philippine Airlines, now we have choices. In every hour, on the hour, meron pong lumilipad na aeroplano, hindi po mahirap. Sana po matulungan po ako ng ating department, Sec.
Let me address that by saying, Mr. Senator, that with the maritime sector, we have a plan really to push for RORO, roll on, roll off. You know, RORO can provide the connectivity between islands. Please note that the Republic of the Philippines is an archipelago. It's basically water and islands. So it's nice to connect them with bridges, but it's faster to connect them with RORO and ports. Having said that, we are encouraging RORO operators to operate not only in Visayas, in Mindanao, but also in Luzon. We will encourage the opening of ports, whether it is public or private. But once I give the private, there must be a condition that it is non-exclusive. Meron din ho akong inumpisang kausapin yung Starlight Company nung last week, na kung saan naghihingi ko ako sa kanila na dapat yung taripa ng food produce iba at ibaba. Kasi kung ang taripa ng food produce ibababa, yung cost sa consumer, hopefully, bababa. Kung bababa ho yun, then maraming makakakain. So, basically, yun ho yung tinatakbo ng usapan natin. Yung RORO, hindi lang ho gagamitin yan para sa transportation of person or cargo, but it will also help address the issue of food costs, and more importantly too, it will address our tourism components. Kaya itinutulak ho natin yung RORO.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Yours truly, we give full support to the special powers that the President and the Secretary is asking for. I think it's about time we think out of the box. If we continue with what we're doing now, Madam Chair, I don't think we will be able to achieve our growth rates that we would like to achieve in the next few years. Being chairman of the Committee on Trade and Industry, lahat po ng usapin ng pag-unlad ng ating bayan is dependent on the Department of Transportation. That's why, Madam Chair, ito ay napakabigat na problema, dapat tulungan po natin sila. Maraming salamat, Mr. Secretary. Maraming salamat, Madam Chair.
In addition to the health expense of 400 million on a per annum basis, dollars. Eksakto yan,
Secretary. At buti na binagit na po kanina ni Senator AQUINO yung pinag-usapan natin kagabi, yung elevated pedestrian lanes. Ang pinakita ko po sa yung litrato yung sa Shanghai, sa China, na halos lahat na ng mga areas doon ay dinigyan na ng elevated lanes. I was going to make a presentation, but lack of material time, hindi ko na pinagawa. Alam na alam po ni Undersecretary Noel Quintanar po ito, because I believe you're with Ayala before, and Ayala had done this in Makati, in the areas of Makati, hour and a half traffic, kung saan ako pupunta. Buti nga siya, 1.5 hours eh. Wala na po kasi siyang helicopter. At least nararamdaman niya ang dinadaan ng pangkaraniwang tao sa araw-araw nating kalsada dyan sa EDSA at sa Metro Manila. Buti na wala na dito si Bam, yung kanyang pinsan yun. But alam niyo po, mga kapatid at kaibigan sa DOTR, kami dito ay handa tumulong sa inyo. At we already confirmed this yesterday, Secretary. You have our utmost support because really, I think we are losing almost, 3 billion a day in losses, economic losses.
Yes, sir.
Tama po yun, Secretary.
Yes,
Senator Zubiri, your turn.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I'm very, very happy that Secretary Tugade has taken over the helm with all of his out-of-the-box solutions. Kung na-review nyo po, Secretary, yung aking Facebook page in the last 3 years, parang awa na lang po mga kapatid sa DOTC, siguro ilang murang natanggap siguro ninyo dun sa mga Facebook shoutouts ko. Dahil napaka-grabing traffic, napaka-kawawang mga mananakay dun sa MRT at LRT. And as a matter of fact, I just heard that the former President, President Pinoy, from a friend, actually complained to my friend and said, ganito pala, as a matter of fact, when our office was in Ayala Avenue, hindi na po kami magdadala ng sasakyan papunta ng Greenbelt at maglalakad na lang po kami sa overhead pedestrian lanes and underpasses. Which is what also the point of Senator Bam was making, that kung magawa po natin ito mabilis, within a year's time, we can actually make the section of Makati going to Guadalupe, maybe another phase going to Ortigas. Believe me, kung meron pong overhead pedestrian lanes na covered, maganda, malinis, ay kami po lahat lalakad na lang po at maganda po yun. You can even extend the bike lane. Maybe one color-coded going to the south, another one going to the north, para walang banggaan dun sa bike lane. And we can use that. It's good for the health of our people. It's good exercise. That's what's being done in China, in Hong Kong, many other places, even in, as I said, in Makati. So with that, you have our support, Mr. Secretary, on that program. Ipapakilala
Thank
po
you,
namin
sir.
sa inyo yung mga PPP proponents na wala po
Salamat
gastos
po.
sa gobyerno. Dito naman po sa mga panukala natin, Secretary, we discussed it yesterday, yung pangarap po namin ni Senator Pacquiao